we take a magnet, where the front of the magnet is north, and the back of the magnet is south. North has an X, south does not have an X. If we put the magnets together, north, 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 they repel each other. They do not go together. They create a force between the magnetic flux lines, and they do not go together. If we put the magnets together north, south, north, and we alternate them, they want to stick together quite nicely. If we take magnets north, 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 and we continue that sequence, and we wrap them around a ring, much like this, for example, to where all of the norths are in and all of the souths are out, that creates a vortex of magnetic flux lines going in, to where the magnetic flux lines all come in, create pressure within themselves, self-rotating, and then coming out back into the south of the magnet. This is the top view, and then the side view is this, where the magnets go around, and then the vortex, like this, comes out and then goes back in. So this is essentially a vortexing magnetic field. So now what's the significance of that? If we take a vortexing magnetic field and we stick it on top of a static magnetic field, what do you think will happen? It'll create spin, it'll create motion without actually touching each other. The vortexing magnetic field will create spin within this magnet. And I'll show you that right now. All this is a steel ball bearing. This is a speaker magnet, and these are also little speaker magnets. All of the magnetic fields are facing inward, and that creates a vortexing magnetic field to where if we put it over this.
Wow.
This could be scaled up, precision engineered with high-powered magnets to create a perpetual motion machine, whereas this is just a cardboard tube with the speaker magnets that I got at the store, taped in rubber band. But still, it proves the concept that motion exists naturally in the universe. I'm going to do it one more time, then we're going to get back to the plasma.
The first all-pervading thought, folks. Into the ether. Is this the black hole? Black hole sun, won't you come? Crazy how you can learn all this shit on YouTube, ain't it? To all you trolls. Yeah, I hope you're eating crows.
So that's the nature of the universe, to spin. If you think about
the double helix,
why a galaxy rotates, or why the Earth rotates, or why the solar system rotates, or why an atom rotates, that's the fundamental question that will explain what's going on in this plasma reactor here. Check this out. I just built a plasma reactor generator to prove the concept of the Kesh electric generator. Positive 36. Now, where is that energy coming from? All of modern society, all of our modern technology, everything that we have today has been designed and constructed and developed with zero understanding of the creation of gravity and magnetic fields. We understand how gravity works, but we have no idea where it comes from, how it's produced.
It's a byproduct of electromagnetic.
This is a plasma reactor to prove the concept of the Kesh generator. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it from start to finish. So come with me. This is the plastic bottle plasma reactor experiment. 4 electrodes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the idea is that once we fill this up with the solution, that it creates a plasma in the air above it that then produces a current. Okay, so I just created the solution. Battery. Lemon lime soda, potassium hydroxide.
Did you folks hear me? The Baghdad battery, that's what that is.
Mixing together until all of the potassium is dissolved into one solution. I'm going to insert it into this bottle. Okay, so I just transitioned the solution. Turn the timer on. The solution that I just put in this bottle, that is the ignition sequence that sets the plasma reaction in action. I'm going to take the solution out of the bottle. Creates the dynamic reaction that then we can measure. I'm going to give it a couple minutes to let it charge up, let it do its thing. So now we're just going to let both of these sit. I'll show you this one in a little bit more detail. It's just 3 copper electrodes. What's fascinating is I'm going to take the caps off of these, show you that there's nothing in this thing other than those electrodes. Now this again is just a proof of concept. Negative 2.2, I switch these around. Pretty impressive results. Okay, anyway. I have to go pick up a friend of mine, drive her to the airport, and I will be back in a couple hours. And these plasma bottles have just been sitting here, so let's test them and see what they say. Almost 5 hours later.
Holy cow!
Holy macaroni, that's a good one. So it's filled with electrons, it's filled with protons, it's filled with neutrons, it's filled with all of that stuff. The difference between this bottle and these bottles is that the plasma within these bottles has been set into a dynamic reactive state, in that they're constantly, the hydrogen atoms are ionizing, in that the proton and the electron are separating, circulating around and then coming back together, and then doing that again, and then coming back together, and then doing that again. That's all that's happening in here. Look at that.
That's incredible.
That right there, 59.9, is the highest reading I have received yet. Now, within this bottle is a spiral arm galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy, where we live, is 100,000 light years across from end to end. We look in here and we say, that bottle, that shit is empty. There ain't nothing in there. If we really stop to think about it, it's called the Planck scale, it's called vacuum energy, it's called 0 point. The point is simple, is that there's enough energy within this bottle to change the entire world. All right, I understand, I get it. Enough ranting already. 10 hours and 30 minutes. You can make them to look like this. You can make them to look like this. This one kind of looks like it's going to do something. Like this with the clothespin. Okay, let's try that again. It's off. Dang it. The universe is inside this bottle. And now that may seem freaking bonkers. That may seem crazy, but it's not that far-fetched. It's not that crazy. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Switch. Still got energy. Please share this video. Tell your friends if you have any questions.
Genius.
And then all I'm saying is that we're moving from the mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. And it's time for peace. There's really no more reason to fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the world.
Thank you, dude.
Stay classy. Let's do this.
You're awesome.